A revealing new voice memo from Blake Lively to Justin Baldoni has just been released.
I don't talk to him like I talk to you, so I haven't told him like how stressed I've been with, Ryan and I have also been really stressed about spending a month apart, and, I just, none of it's your problem. That's why I'm talking to you as a friend at this point more than anything. I just sort of wanted to get your temperature on all that.
She's trying to him here. And there are many ways to people. It doesn't always have to be sexual.
A 4-minute voice memo from Blake Lively to Justin Baldoni has recently resurfaced online. Many people are talking about it because Blake sounds unusually personal and informal with her director in the recording.
Hey, I hope you're so well. Just wanted to connect, just to put something on your radar. So between us, this is so premature for me to even share this with you. All good stuff. Headline is great stuff.
In the same voice note, Blake also mentions her husband, Ryan Reynolds. Some viewers feel the way she brings him up may blur the line between personal and professional communication.
I was talking to Ryan and I was like, I don't know if I should share this, but he was like, you guys have such a great trust,
The discussion grew further when she reportedly spoke very positively about Justin and compared him to other directors in a flattering way. This has led to more online debate about the tone and nature of the conversation.
I've been, really, really under it. I don't talk to him like I talk to you, so I haven't told him how stressed I've been with.
Blake's way of speaking to Justin, saying things like she talks to him the same way she talks to close friends, has been analyzed by some fans as an effort to build a more personal and exclusive connection with him.
I just feel like I need more time before I go back to work, and I need more, shooting in April, shooting in March is just too soon after having a baby and not sleeping and wanting to be in my best shape and all that.
Some viewers also found it unprofessional when she discussed her fitness goals for the film during late-night conversations. They felt there wasn't a clear production need for that topic, and it came across more like a setup for personal praise rather than a work-related update.
The movie I'm doing before Proxy, I sat down with the director, and it's great and so lovely, and I'm so excited to work with him. And, we were just talking about how we have very little time to prep, and it's a lot of work. And he was like, is there any way you can get the other movie to push? I just feel like I need more time. And I was like, that ship is so sailed.
Others claim that to keep Justin Baldoni's attention and involvement, she needed a strong reason tied to the project. According to these interpretations, she used a film project called Proxy as that excuse.
The only reason that I'm doing Proxy before is because I gave them my word and I wouldn't go back on that and felt like I had to make it work. But having a week off in between, it's just a lot. It's a lot. And the closer the reality gets, the more I'm just panicking about that.
Some allegations go further, suggesting she used a fabricated issue to pressure Justin into adjusting his film production schedule to suit her personal needs. Supporters of this theory also point out that Proxy was removed from Blake's upcoming projects shortly after the controversy and legal discussions began, which they interpret as her being dropped due to reputational concerns.
And it looks like she is no longer assigned to the movie Proxy with that Cornell Mundruzgo guy.
By bringing up the Proxy project, Blake also brought her husband back into the situation. Some interpretations suggest this was done to make Justin more aware of tension in her marriage.
But selfishly, what I would love about that is that, Ryan and I have also been really stressed about spending a month apart, and, I just, none of it's your problem. That's why I'm talking to you as a friend at this point more than anything.
In discussing marital stress and being away from her husband, she appeared to signal to Justin that she felt lonely and was seeking emotional support or a close friendship. One commenter wrote, "She is the definition of two-faced. She builds trust with people just to use what they share against them." Another added, "The whole voice note is a red flag. She barely knows him, yet she's oversharing so much. It feels like she was testing him."
New year, new twist in the ongoing legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Text messages have just been unsealed, and they reveal Baldoni's fears that his It Ends With Us co-star Blake was setting him up for a trap.
The late-night voice memo is seen by some as just the beginning of a larger situation. When it didn't lead to the response she expected from her director, Blake allegedly continued the conversation through text messages. One widely discussed message reads, "If you knew me longer, you'd understand how flirty and yummy the banter is. It's my love language, spicy and playfully bold, never with teeth." According to critics, the intent behind these words seems clear in their view. However, others point out that Justin Baldoni maintained a professional stance throughout. It suggested that he did not respond to any of the alleged flirtatious behavior and kept firm boundaries, focusing on work and his personal life.
I believe that part of the real problem here is that she caught feelings for Justin. She fell for Justin. She wanted to have something going on the side with Justin, and Justin rejected her.
In this part, it is claimed that if Justin Baldoni had responded differently to messages from Blake Lively, she could have potentially used those messages against him later. The narrative suggests that even a slightly flirty reply might have been saved and used to create pressure or gain control over the film. It is also alleged that when Justin did not provide anything like that through text, the situation shifted away from digital communication and moved toward what the story describes as actions on set during production.
That's what's crazy, is that she used all of her leverage to try to bully, push, prod, coerce, do whatever she could to get a control of the production and more so the post-production.
According to this claim, when no useful messages or digital evidence were obtained, Blake Lively is said to have changed her approach and focused more directly on the physical film set of the production involving Justin Baldoni. The narrative suggests that control and influence over the actual filming process became the next focus once the earlier communication-based approach did not work.
But it almost feels like she added this scene so there could be improvised kissing that was added that then she could go blame Justin for.
This section refers to the production of It Ends With Us, involving Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. The film includes romantic scenes between the two lead characters, which in Hollywood are normally handled with safety measures such as intimacy coordinators, detailed planning, and sometimes body doubles to ensure professional boundaries are maintained. The claim here suggests that these safety protocols were viewed differently by Blake Lively, and that disagreements arose over how certain scenes should be filmed safely. It is alleged that she rejected the use of a body double and also did not agree with the proposed scene planning documents. It is further claimed that Justin Baldoni expressed concern about being put in a difficult position during filming and felt that the situation could create misunderstandings or professional risk. The narrative then suggests that after these disagreements and failed attempts to resolve issues privately, tensions increased significantly between the two. It concludes by alleging that the conflict escalated from creative differences into a serious breakdown in working relations on set.
The goal for them, ultimately, after reading all these text messages and reading all these emails and reading all this bullshit, was to completely take over the film from day one.
In this part, it is claimed that Blake Lively used her Hollywood influence, which she gained through her marriage to Ryan Reynolds. In early January 2024, she called Justin Baldoni to a luxury penthouse in New York City, where she lives with Ryan Reynolds. Justin Baldoni expected a normal production meeting to discuss script details for the film. However, when he arrived, he found not only Blake Lively present but also Ryan Reynolds. The situation reportedly became more intense at that point. It is said that both of them used their influence during the meeting to pressure the director into accepting changes within the film.
Life is too short to work with people who are sorry to for that to be the word of the day, but it is.
In this section, it is alleged that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds worked together to pressure Justin Baldoni. Justin was reportedly pushed to accept a completely rewritten version of an important rooftop scene. It later came out that Ryan Reynolds had secretly written this new version of the scene without informing Justin Baldoni. Blake Lively also reportedly mentioned this on a red carpet event later, which some people felt was embarrassing for the director.
We help each other, we work together so much. The iconic rooftop scene in this movie, my husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that, but you now. But he wrote it. He works on everything I do. I work on everything he does. So his wins, his celebrations are mine, and mine are his. I mean, he's all over this film.
In this part, Ryan Reynolds is said to have supported Blake Lively during the penthouse meeting, backing her decisions regarding changes to the script and direction. The situation gained more attention when private text messages between Blake Lively and Taylor Swift were leaked. These messages reportedly revealed more details about what was happening behind the scenes.
Blake says, "I have never felt more like Khaleesi. I have dragons." And then Taylor responds, "I'm just picturing you muttering Dracarys," and then I fire off those texts.
In this part, it is claimed that a billionaire pop star and a powerful Hollywood couple worked together to put emotional pressure on Justin Baldoni, who only wanted to direct his film and return to his normal life with his family. The involvement of Taylor Swift is described as active and intentional by some sources, suggesting that she was part of a coordinated effort to target him. It is also said that this reflects a wider pattern of influence within Hollywood, where powerful figures may work together behind the scenes. Reports further claim that Taylor Swift's PR team denied her deeper involvement and said she felt misused by Blake Lively. However, leaked messages are said to suggest that Taylor was aware of the situation and even made light of it in private conversation. These claims remain part of the controversy surrounding the leaked texts.
Taylor responds, "No one should ever get into a war of wills with you, and I'm so excited to see it." Then they talk about how Taylor texted that Justin was a dope to allow her song to be used in the trailer for the film because she's Team Blake.
At the center of this controversy is Ryan Reynolds. According to the claims, he was initially supportive and involved in his wife Blake Lively's actions against Justin Baldoni. It is suggested that Ryan saw an opportunity to take part in the situation, partly because of the close and strategic nature of Hollywood relationships. Some accounts describe him as stepping into a hero role while supporting his wife during the conflict.
I think she and Ryan are very well matched. You know, she tried to burn down his career.
In this section, it is alleged that Ryan Reynolds used his influence, wealth, and his marketing company Maximum Effort to try to influence the film's promotion. The claim suggests he attempted to turn the movie's marketing into a platform for promoting his own business brands. During the Penthouse meeting, he also reportedly confronted Justin Baldoni over accusations that Baldoni had fat-shamed Blake Lively. However, it is claimed that the original situation was different. Baldoni, who has back issues, allegedly asked a fitness trainer about Blake's weight only so he could safely plan a scene where he had to lift her. Supporters of Baldoni argue this was a normal safety-related question for filming, but Ryan Reynolds is said to have interpreted and presented it as something more serious, escalating the tension during the conflict.
I guess Ryan is out doing what is not in his nature, which is attempting to put out fires rather than start one, at least one that we know of.
In this part, it is claimed that Ryan Reynolds used his major Hollywood influence, including his film Deadpool and Wolverine, to indirectly mock Justin Baldoni. It is alleged that a character called Nice Pool, designed with a man bun, was created as a subtle on-screen insult. However, the situation reportedly changed after court documents were unsealed and private text messages became public. At that point, Ryan Reynolds was no longer seen by supporters as simply defending his wife. Instead, the focus shifted to leaked conversations involving Blake Lively, including voice notes where she allegedly spoke about preparing and improving her image in relation to another individual. These revelations added more controversy to the situation.
I just feel like I need more time before I go back to work, and I need more, shooting in April, shooting in March is just too soon after having a baby and not sleeping and wanting to be in my best shape and all that.
According to reports, Ryan Reynolds is now frustrated and upset about how the situation has unfolded. Sources claim he feels disappointed with both his wife's actions and his own involvement in the matter. It is also suggested that he is starting to distance himself as the controversy grows and affects their public image and business reputation. The situation is said to be putting pressure on their family brand, which has been very successful in Hollywood. Reports further claim that tensions between Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are increasing behind closed doors as the ongoing legal and public fallout continues to escalate.
Somebody else who is very connected to this reached out and said, Candace, you're 90% there. You're just missing one thing. And I'm beginning to wonder, and listen, full speculation, no proof, for him to go that crazy, did something happen between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively? That's my question.
In this section, it is alleged that Blake Lively used Ryan Reynolds' name during private conversations to justify certain actions and decisions. The claim suggests she referenced his trust in her as a way to support her behavior in late-night interactions with another person. It is also alleged that Ryan Reynolds became indirectly involved in parts of the situation, including script-related work and confrontations tied to the conflict with Justin Baldoni. Public reaction to Ryan Reynolds has reportedly been mixed. Some former fans have expressed disappointment, saying they can no longer support him after seeing how the situation unfolded. Online comments have criticized both him and Blake Lively, with strong opinions forming around their roles in the controversy. Overall, the backlash has reportedly affected his public image, with some saying he is now being viewed less as a protective figure and more as someone caught up in a damaging situation that has grown beyond control.
Who wants to get in business on a film with Ryan and Blake Lively? They come as a package deal, and they are trying to destroy Justin Baldoni's career before it ever gets off the ground.
In this part, it is claimed that Blake Lively, as public pressure increased, filed a major lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, accusing him of sexual harassment. According to the narrative, she relied heavily on the wider cultural impact of the Me Too movement, hoping the accusations alone would seriously damage Baldoni's reputation, similar to other high-profile cases where public opinion formed early before legal outcomes were decided. However, once the case moved into the U.S. federal court system, it reportedly did not proceed in her favor. The judge, Louis J. Lyman, dismissed multiple claims in her lawsuit. The court ruled that several of the federal and state-level claims did not meet legal requirements. It was also stated that the court viewed her as an independent contractor rather than an employee under direct supervision, which affected the legal standing of her claims. Additional state-related claims were also dismissed due to jurisdiction issues, and several defendants were removed from the case, significantly narrowing it down.
So she was trying to sue him using the wrong law, California. So he threw the case out. He didn't rule on the merits of her claim, just said, look, the law that you're relying on doesn't apply, so dismiss.
In this section, it is claimed that Blake Lively continued pursuing the lawsuit for over a year, aiming to put legal and financial pressure on Justin Baldoni. However, according to the narrative, the strategy ultimately did not succeed. It is also alleged that during the legal process, sealed court documents were unsealed, which brought private messages into the public eye. These messages became part of wider online discussion and added further controversy to the case. The account suggests that instead of strengthening her position, the legal process led to more scrutiny of the situation and increased public attention on private communication. The court, however, ultimately treated the matter based on legal standards and evidence requirements rather than public opinion or media narratives.
In case you missed it, Blake's harassment case has been effectively dismissed as the judge dismissed 10 out of her 13 claims against Justin Baldoni and his team, and these were the claims on conspiracy and defamation.
In this final part, it is claimed that leaked voicemails and unsealed text messages offer a rare, unfiltered view into how Hollywood power dynamics can work behind the scenes. According to this narrative, Blake Lively was not involved in a simple disagreement or a short-term conflict on set with Justin Baldoni. Instead, it is alleged that she carried out a step-by-step effort to control the situation and seriously damage his reputation and career. The claim further suggests that what was described as a thirst trap attempt did not succeed, but the wider fallout from the situation created major consequences within the Hollywood industry environment. Overall, this section presents the idea that the conflict escalated far beyond a normal production dispute and ended up causing significant public controversy and lasting damage to multiple reputations involved.